Well, this is in connection to Gurmeet Singh, the Dera manager, Ranjit Singh's murder case. Remember, these were charges that he was facing in yet another case. It was another case of murder of someone who had been his own manager. A special CBI court in Panchkula has now awarded life imprisonment to all the accused. This includes the Dera Sacha Sauda's chief, Gurmeet Singh, along with 4 others. There's also a fine of 31 lakh rupees that has been levied on Gurmeet Singh, 50,000 on the remaining accused here. We should remember Gurmeet Singh there is already serving a 20-year term for raping 2 of his disciples. We have with us our correspondent Gurpreet getting us further updates here. Gurpreet, there is of course no relief. This is yet another alleged crime which was committed and now has been confirmed. He's convicted and given a lifer in connection to the murder of his own manager.
Well, yes, of course, the court has already announced the quantum of the sentence and life imprisonment has been given to Gurmeet Ram Rahim, who was the Dera chief at that time. And what we have learned from there, it was a rare cases because Ranjit Singh was working as a manager. And immediately after that, what we have learned from the CBI sources there, they say that Ranjit Singh was shot dead when there was a letter which has been written to Punjab and Haryana High Court about the exploitation of women in the Dera, and it was a conspiracy against Ranjit Singh, and that's why this murder had taken place. A lot of time has already been taken for the argument, and even today we have seen since morning arguments were going on between the prosecution as well as the CBI, and finally the punishment has been given to all the accused, including Ram Rahim, Gurmeet Ram Rahim, and life imprisonment has been awarded to all the accused. So now the things are very clear. Ram Rahim will be behind the bars because he is already in Sunaria jail in Rohtak, where he has been facing the conviction and punishment of the exploitation of 2 women, and now he will be in jail. And what we are picking up, the CBI has already requested the Honorable Court for the death penalty, but after having the argument, the court has decided to give life imprisonment, and the CBI had already cited one of the reasons, saying that Ranjit Singh was working as a manager and there was a conspiracy behind Ranjit Singh murder, and he was murdered with a deep conspiracy, and that's why earlier there was the influence which was used by at that time Dera chief Gurmeet Ram Rahim, and because of influence first Haryana government, Haryana police did an investigation, and finally that investigation had been given to the CBI, and CBI had filed the charge sheet, and after that trials were going on, and today what we are picking up, finally the court awarded life imprisonment to the accused for murder of Ranjit Singh, who was manager of Gurmeet Ram Rahim when he was working with him.
Right. Yes, this has been a long drawn out case. As you mentioned, all the details here to this. Gurpreet, thank you for getting us those updates.